I do enjoy our
This
conversation.
isn't much to go on.
I know every face here. Want to polish up our gear tomorrow? Want to polish up? I always thought.
Oh, that took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied and sought e'er greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One, the being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes unobserved. As to the purpose with which they watch, I know not. Yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering gaze ere the dawn of its history. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my hard-won glories, my throne astride the world, mere spectacles for the all-seeing eye to watch? Aye, 'twas all a farce, and I the fool, exulting in my wooden crown. Do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman, human or beastren, young or old, I did not succeed. Indeed, my efforts led only to my own ruin. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of a new Arisen, consigned to this place forevermore. Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could not. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness the outcome for myself. Falter not, newest of the Arisen, for your path is just, and fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them here. For this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
Making this place a refuge...
Arisen One, time and again I have borne witness to your abilities and found them worthy. And so to you I shall teach the most subtle of my trickster's arts, though I beg you to use it with purpose.
Congratulations, Arisen! Acquiring a maester's teaching is no mean feat. I could not be more thrilled for you.
I shall strive to learn from your example, that I might reach new heights of my own.
The Arisen comes. Is this meeting also by the dragon's design? Yet I put myself at your disposal, in the event ye may have need of me. Then go. Since times of eld, remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of less. Then I bid ye farewell.
Not buying? That's just...
The Mad Sovereign's power yet girds this place. It could prove the last bastion of hope for the people of this world. Alas, 'twill not hold forever. The coming destruction can only truly be forestalled if 'tis sundered at its heart.
I cannot begin to fathom what happened during our time apart. Although I was wholly unconscious, I could still feel you, Arisen. Like a heartbeat, warm and constant. And so my faith in our bond remained steadfast.
'Twas an ordeal indeed, and there is much for us to ponder. But for now, we must find a means to forge ahead.
While you're here, spare a kind word for Ulrika. She's been longing to see you.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side. Caught you! You'll be all right now. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents
Wait to see what the day holds.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
The so-called Forbidden Magic Research Lab appears to have been constructed.
Business could be better.
I've been pretty kind. Now here's a welcome sight.
Ugh. Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all.
I've got to focus.
Oh, there's something written here. If you desire a new look, mayhap my services can be of aid.
Pray, be it, life in this country can be hard to bear, but I won't let anyone rob us of our...
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Peaceful as ever. Lots to do. And precious little time.
Gathering much of a crowd today.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Shame let you live.
You've pushed your luck too far.
I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
So, Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Batal to be quarrelling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common purpose and unite our efforts towards it.
Well met. Looking for aught in particular? Do come again.
I am well enough, thank you. Good day, sir.
I don't have all day.
What I can do for you.
Time to head to market, methinks.
How are we to fight with such worn out gear?
I do not understand. What has befallen our world?
Who would wish for such a calamity? I refuse to let this be the end of things.
Go on an adventure.
Interested in my wares? Go on, have a look. Many thanks. Rest oil my equipment. Follow the shots.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander?
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
Business has been better.
Welcome, welcome. In the mock. Very well. Return at your leisure, sir.
Well met, sir. Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Always a pleasure.
I'm in fine prep today.
This place fills me with unbidden
Go
remembrance.
on.
I'd like it better if I had an L to put the wall. Looking for ores in particular.
They wish they were in my boots. If they only knew.
There's got to be something fun.
Or you need a me?
Have a gander at my wares. He shan't hope to see you again ere long.
You look familiar, Cos. Have we met?
Would that the gold would only rain down on my head.
But not at the expense of my duty.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then? Why? Peruse at your leisure. Always a pleasure.
As a matter of fact, have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen?
No. I was previously an archer. For a time, 'twas odd not to feel the weight of a bow and quiver on my back. Where are the skeletons? Holy attacks ought to be most effective against it. These fiends will resurrect so long as their skulls remain intact. But fear not, I shall
to come to you. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Thank you kindly. I did not mean to trouble you.
Hang in there. You'll pull through.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Oh, that took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
A customer, then. That changes things.
Have you brought me a quince? Many thanks, sir. At last, I may continue reading that grimoire. This... Welcome, and well, always a pleasure.
Come on, have a look. I've trained for this. Can't be outdone by a fresh face.
There's no difference between waking and sleep.
Hard day works its own reward.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
You have my protection. What is it? What has happened to your magic? Well done, Master.
Twould seem our fight is not yet done.
If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die.
'Tis easily done.
Well fought, prison.
Keep on like that and we'll be done here soon enough.
Outstanding. This looks as if it will take us someplace further afield. How we use it is at our discretion.
A fine thing, this. 'Tis almost as though it were placed here for our benefit.
I shan't let them harm you.
I shall summon a storm to blow our foes away.
Such quietude.
What should I get up to today?
I could almost
Good heavens.
You would have me evacuate the city? I see. Mayhap 'twould be for the best. Ever since the fall of Melve, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be assailed. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we have naught to lose by seeking sanctuary. But I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes, however terrified they may be. Methinks your majesty would do better to ask this of the Regent King. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the one keeping order here in Vermont. If the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
Maintaining order in Vermont must be quite a burden upon the young Regent King. Let us aid him however we may.
Fear not. 'Tis well in hand.
Might not the Seafloor Shrine provide a place of refuge for the people of this land? 'Twould protect them from the Red Cloud's advance, if only for a time.
Still, 'tis easier said than done. The people may not believe us, even should we make our case. If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Call on me if there's aught I can aid you with.
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal, a full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of going the way of Melv. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set herself stubbornly against any such flight. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting herself in her chambers. However, I fear that my position permits me to entertain her fancy no longer. I must put the needs of the common folk before her selfish whims. Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate, and I would fain welcome your assistance. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out of the city. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station in the west of the city for their use? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot any and all expenses. Would you be so... You may assure him that the...
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fear for her health. Queen Regent Disa, between you and me,
Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? Well, far be it from me to deny you. But I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I have no regrets. All I did for my darling son. So do as you will. I have no intention of begging for mercy. Do with me as you will. I fear you loathe me, Arisen. But I suppose... I fear you
Waiting on a call.
There are few places where I can
I'd sooner stay out of that.
Mine is a life you
Would that all my days were so trained.
I quite like.
Not much going on.
Crowds can be troublesome. Best be on my guard.
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride.
As long as I get my gold, who takes the carts is no concern of mine. His Grace is welcome to them.
We have chartered the ox guards as requested. 'Tis a pleasant change for things to go so smoothly, eh, Master?
Not a bad idea.
Anywhere's better than the middle of a crowd.
We shall await you here, Master. May our parting be brief.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this one. Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this one.
Mayhap I'll come here. Casements in front.
Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. Yet in truth, you sought to better the lot of our people.
Ah, but I would have benefited. And handsomely at that. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud. I wished to see my own son on the throne, and no other.
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided. Had I only been more attentive, if I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your burdens. You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together, we could have walked a better path.
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. You need not fall with this city. I would not see you take your crimes wholly on your own shoulders. That weight is as much mine to bear as 'tis yours.
My son, you truly would make a fine and goodly ruler. Your kindness will save many lives. Of that I have no doubt. My son, your kindness will save...
Ah, you've returned. How fares your procurement of those carts? You do? My thanks. That puts paid to the last of our preparations. I will inform the citizenry forthwith.
You have my gratitude.
Would that all my days were such. I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour. I've been on my feet all day. My legs. I've been on my feet all day. I'd sooner stay out.
Waiting on a report.
Hour for prayer is still not. I'd sooner stay out of that. Where it's possible.
Anywhere better than
Feels here, no wonder.
This armor's seen better days.
Tad rowdy.
Suppose I'll wander about, see what's doing.
Time to find me a mark. Need the coin.
And try myself.
It's on me to bear
right at home.
Wonder what this hustle
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Time wears all. Come rain or shine.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
This town must have needs. What is my duty?
My bed calls, and I shan't resist.
Apologies, but I...
If I'm lucky.
What do you think?
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Oh, I'd fain aid you howe'er I may.
I am glad your majesty has seen fit to assist the Regent King. His Grace has need of stalwart allies to stand by him in these trying times. This kingdom has no future.
I'm afraid I must be going now.
Little did I expect I would be saved by your hand.
Shift's only just begun.
I'm not taking any passenger...
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Nun we ondo, aninke liavane alvike? Osto, dir al-Kaliel. Kana el-kem minhum. Kana el-kem... Fiona in Lalasta, Himen Ronsaron, Neifa Ak. Isolot Fanum, Nandawin Le Karim. Ronde Minita.
Ayu, Fanamo ne metani. Nandewin mortere.
Lungtena peli telume, ane martir, tindome ingarina fa alme al carwa? Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur orne? Al carwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm. Vanelin huror soron, sorne an fameltol. Nullis amanda kill angadur femor.
The elves have evacuated, leaving their ancestral home behind. But surely their survival is worth such a cost.
A resounding success!
Salma Arenfell, Alekano Nandewi.
Nun fear Menwen.
Lisva Ondo Sor.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Isilrod Fanon, Salma Arenfeld, Alekano
Kemen Ross.
Nandevin,
Bakasar.
Ilmen
Arenfeld.
Arenfanne.
Nun lia tilmo.
Morivin.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
Fanamo Hereno.
Alana Firin.
Yav karma erume.
Kanyani.
Menelume sur Karilm.
Ilmen Arenfanne.
Ayu, Fanamo ne metane. Ayu, Fanamo ne metane.
Ilem nun les canalin kalia.
Do you know anything of this calamity? Anything?
Edela el dalia nunwe el one.
Aitane Finetta.
Ilmen. In Arenfanne.
Halan Ostolin.
There are more who can yet be saved.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the clouds. trouble you.
Are you alright?
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
I happen to understand Elvish, That reminds me. The Arisen has chosen to fill our ranks with women.
And? I've no objections.
Ah, I remember you. What brings you to the encampment? 'Tis a miracle you're still alive. Though I dare say that's true of all of us. Oh? You believe we ought to evacuate? Well, you traveled far indeed to deliver these tidings. Farther, I dare say, than anyone would go for the sake of an idle jest. If we must leave, we shall have to begin preparations at once. But I think we're a bit short on hands to attend to all that must be done. In fact, there's a rather delicate matter that I could use some help with. A blacksmith and his wife dwell on the encampment outskirts. Might you escort them here, so that they can join the evacuation? The smith, Gustava, is a man of good sense. But as for his wife, well, suffice to say, Cleuna has always been contentious. He'd have naught to do with us, given the choice, and isn't likely to take kindly to the arrival of any of my knights on the doorstep. I can only hope that she'll be more willing to listen to you. A third party, as to while you're taking care of that, I will see to it that the encampment is made ready to depart with all due haste.
Ah, I remember the blacksmith and his lady wife well. I only hope we can convince them to join the evacuation.
'Tis as you say. A band of knackers!
I will protect you. Rally! Reinforcements have come to aid our foe.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up.
You're no soldier, are you? I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your head here. East. Much obliged.
Don't feel safe here.
Oh, a ballista!
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well.
I must earn the people's faith.
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
At least today my pockets will be beaten.
You should. Where do you think you're going, eh?
You're luck for an
As a matter of fact, every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists. Fascinating. Douse the flames before it is too late. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. You have my protection. Here we go again.
Give no quarter!
Understood. 'Tis no small wonder the upstarts have seized operations in this state of things.
A shame, but the roads have grown ever more perilous of late.
Well now, whatever brings you here? These are perilous times to be wandering about. You'd have us evacuate with the encampment? I am touched by your kindness, friend, but we'll manage on our own. I couldn't bear to be pressed in among those crowds.
Now, now, I'll hear none of that. I'll see you to safety, my dear, come hell or high water. Besides, I should hope this good soul has earned your trust by now. Helped me out of a tight spot on more than one occasion, if you'll recall. After all that goodwill and the long trek out here to warn us, we'd seem mighty ungrateful, turning our back on another helping hand extended only in kindness.
Oh, very well, my love, if you insist. It seems we'll be accepting your offer after all, friend. Would you be so kind as to escort us to our destination?
Let us see our charges to be made. Be mindful. The path seems much changed since last time.
A resounding success!
My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
This boulder looks mighty heavy, but we might just be able to move it if we combine our efforts.
Would anyone care to push? Hobgoblin! I shan't let them harm you.
Harning have the same spell and will overwhelm our foe with our combined magic. got a good feeling about this one.
Here's hoping I can find myself.
Oi! Turn over all the coin in your purse, now!
I don't much fancy narrow spaces.
Let us proceed with due caution.
I shan't allow any who can't be arisen to go free.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. It seems we have enraged our foe.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
This material can be used to enhance equipment, and is a rarity besides. We shall have to think long and hard about what to do with it. Materials, eh? I shan't deny, they have their uses.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins, I wonder?
Would you find Ser Ernesto and tell him we've arrived? Let him know that we'll wait here till the time comes.
This looks as good a place as any.
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Surely you can see that the situation is dire.
How many times must I say it? I'll not be ordered about. Not by ye, not by anyone. Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. You're back. I'm afraid there's another matter for which I must beg your assistance. It concerns the fellow I was just speaking with. Sir Lamond, his name is. The man's something of a regular at our hot springs. I sought him out to tell him of the evacuation, but he has flatly refused to join us. I must confess, I'm at a loss as to how I might convince him. Could I prevail upon you to try your hand? At this point, methinks anything I say will fall on deaf ears.
Sir Lamond is as mighty as 100 soldiers. 'Twould be reassuring to have his aid. Shall we speak with him?
You have my support.
Fancy meeting ye here, cuz. Did you want something? Not this again. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone. Not even ye. Oh, bollocks. Of course you'd make a decent request like that. Aye, fine. I'll do it. Seeing as you're the one asking. Can't say I'll be glad to leave this place behind, but you've my word. I'll get him to safety.
He seems to have acquiesced. Sir Ernesto will be thrilled to hear it, I'm sure.
You have my support.
I cannot thank you enough for all you've done. We shall fare much better on the road with Sir Lamont's arm to defend us. 'Twill be slow going, mind. We have wounded whom we must accommodate. Yet, come what may, I swear to see them all to safe harbor.
The people of Volcanic Island are evacuated. May they make it through the impending chaos intact.
That's just what I was thinking.
If it happens again, I shall be ready.
We ought to steer clear of lava. No armor offers protection against such heat.
Remain focused.
I'll see to things here, cuz.
How goes it?
I would do aught within my power to prevent it.
Oh, that took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
A customer, then. That changes things.
Well met, sir. You'll be glad to know that I finally finished my reading of that grimoire we spoke of. Which brings me to a curious point. What happened to my eye? Oh, never mind the bandage. 'Tis not now. As I was saying, I'd like for you to find the grimoire's second volume for me. 'Twould seem 'tis part of a set, and will only reveal its true power when both tomes are in hand. I've heard tell that its twin can be found in a queer little shop in Vermont. Alas, passing through the border checkpoint is no simple matter for us. But you, sir, I dare say you are not of Batal. Then you ought have no trouble passing through the I implore you. All I want is to give my family a decent life. The life they deserve. This is my chance to provide for them as I ne'er have.
A strange little shop in Vermont, is it? I wonder which of the shops in Vermont matches that description.
Let me think on that a while.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy aught.
There, Master! Knackers! I will protect you. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
I've a pressing duty.
I shall suffer no. I'm not here to talk. I've no time for you.
How might I aid you, sir?
Buy a little something, won't you? Hope to see you again. No purchases to be made today, I see. I just...
What brings you here?
My only op...
Time to be heading.
Arrows are of little use to us at present, I fear.
You never know. We might find a use for them.
Wait for them. Your someone comes to me.
Interested in my wares? I'm
That's it. I've had enough.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see. On the transference, does not like to do much harm on its own, but when combined with its twin, the first volume, 'tis potent indeed. Take care how you use it, sir. Hope to see you again.
We have acquired the grimoire entitled On the Transference of Souls, just as Sir Isaac requested. Will we be delivering it to him? The choice is yours to make, Master. But let us speak with him either way. Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
What can magic be to blame?
anything?
Spend all day here.
I'd kill for some decent sleep.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy, sir. I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience. Hope to see you again.
Well met.
What's this all about?
Hey, is that the best you can do?
Ah, Sir Arisen. You are returned, I see. With the world in such disarray, I could not stand to be away from my homeland. Thus did I return, to render what aid I may. I maintain order as best I can, but for every fire I extinguish, it seems 3 more are incited behind my back. But enough of my woes. What brings you here? You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap the idea merits some thought. After all, if we sit on our haunches, 'tis likely only a matter of time before we share the fate of Mel. Alas, the people of Batal are far from united in purpose at present. Should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions, I fear that our efforts would come undone ere long. With every soul at their wits' end, conflict is like to spark at the slightest provocation. As such, before we take any measures, I would have you walk amongst the people, Sir Arisen. Behold their plight with your own eyes, and should you encounter any discord, pray do aught you can to resolve the people's quarrels and assuage their fears. Such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation to proceed all the more smoothly. As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us part ways for now, and reconvene when you have accomplished all you can.
Flared tempers are understandable given the circumstances. Let us aid in mediating the quarrels arising in Bagbatal.
'Tis as you say.
Oh, not take that.
That's it. I've had enough. You've pushed your...
That's quite...
Haven't you had enough yet?
You're the one who started this.
Looking for aught in particular? Anything? Oi! I saw it first. Phew. Trust a flea-ridden hide to take it all for himself.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land.
You there! You couldn't have come at a better time. Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into him. If that's what you think, why don't you mind your own business?
Aye, clear off. Pretty words.
How dare... You'll get what's coming. Haven't you had enough yet?
You're the one who started this.
What's going on? Oi! I saw it first. Trust a flea-ridden hide to take it all for himself.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land.
You there! You couldn't have come at a better time. Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into him. Good. You see the truth of it. Now hand it over, Nomos.
Fair. You fangless ones are all the same, treating us like refuse for our fur and our muzzles. Well, I'll stomach it no longer. You'll pay for this. In blood.
A regrettable loss of life, but what else could we have done? The man was unreasonable, blinded by his own prejudice.
Oh dear. Is there naught to be done?
Things weren't bad enough.
Trust in yourself as I trust in you.
Things weren't bad enough.
Keep it on.
You can
You've
do
got
this.
some-
Haven't you had enough yet?
You're the one who started this.
Oi! I saw it.
Why must I share with a fan?
You there! Put this upstart in his place. Is this some kind of joke? You're... You can bloody have it then, Nomos. I hope you...
I owe you thanks, stranger. I never thought you'd take... This ought to be a lesson to me, I suppose. I'd taken all humans for scoundrels, come to think of it. Mayhap I owe Glyn...
Your response has proven their prejudice is faulty. I dare say those gentlemen will bury the hatchet anon.
Not a bad idea.
Would that I could...
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less...
Work's work. Naught better to do than chit with an old man.
Ah! You're just riding on your father's coattails.
You slander my honor, sir. I demand a duel. This
is no business of yours. Be gone!
Now, Narborough, let's not be too hasty. If we are to duel, we ought to have a witness. Otherwise, who's to say the victor fought with honor?
Aye, true enough. Without a witness, either of us could simply kill the other, then disavow the use of any underhandedness. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task? This knave dared to slight my honor. He said my swordsmanship was hardly fit to wound a training dummy. The bloody nerve of him.
And I'd say it again. 'Twas your dear father's patronage that made you a sentinel, not your own skill.
You have my gratitude, sir. Let us delay no further. Come, Scario. Prepare yourself.
Have at you!
Show them what you're made of.
Not like
Steel
I didn't
yourself. You're made of tougher stuff. Haven't got a Steel yourself. You're made of tougher stuff.
Put your back into it. No more.
You can do this. I know you can.
Do with the rest. I've been on my feet all day.
I admit it. I underestimated your skill. The loss is mine.
Nay, 'twas I who underestimated you. I'd thought to score an easy victory, but you fought fair and capably.
We owe you a debt, sir. 'Tis on your... Were it not for your timely appearance...
Indeed. Better to hone our respective...
It seems some things can only be resolved by crossing blades. But I doubt they'll quarrel again after this.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
There are more who can yet be saved.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the clouds.
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without you.
Oi, you! Don't go poking your nose in our business. This is between us.
Aye, leave off or we'll make you.
Courage does, they say.
Don't let them win!
This cannot be. Trust in yourself as I trust in you! Go unpunished! Someone having a laugh?
All is not lost.
Ne'er been this scared in my
Draw
life.
upon your inner strength. One step too far.
Have you lost your bloody mind?
Reckon you can just cut us down in the street? What's the matter with you? Eh? Fine, fine. We'll set our squabble aside for today, so bother us no more.
Things appear to have quietened down around the city. Shall we bring word of our doings to Sir Manella?
Hope this job plays out better than the last. I'd fight better if I had an L to keep me warm. This job better be worth it.
Ah, Sir Arisen. In less pressing circumstances, I would take issue with your methods, but I cannot deny your efficacy. The people of Batal are beginning to see that they must stand together if they are to survive this calamity. We shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to evacuate. At the very least, we need not expect too much opposition to the announcement. Pray, return to Empress Nadinia and apprise her of your doings. I must remain here to ensure no further squabbles arise. Heavens only know how many lives you have saved this day. I hope you'll accept this humble reward for your efforts.
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought be willing to commence the evacuation now.
'Tis easily done. Let my fur lie.
Back to it. Both.
The so-called Forbidden Magic Research Lab appears to have been constructed rather recently.
That does seem to be the case. What's more, only a select few are granted entry.
'Tis all very secretive. I wonder what the citizenry make of it.
Interested in my wares?
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
I've got looking for ores in particular.
Oh, there's something written here.
Let's have a look then.
I've got to think at once. Shift on each
Looking for ores in particular.
Consane. Just stay out of everybody's way. All my days are such.
Some of us get complacent. I train every day.
Only person I believe in is myself.
Time to hit the sack.
Mayhap I'll come here when I've a day to myself. The heavens will surely. Places such as this ought to be protected.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications. None may see her.
Stay your hand, Vera. This one may pass. Come hither. We would speak with you. One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city, resolving the people's troubles. You have our gratitude for your efforts, which have doubtless bettered the fate of this nation and its citizenry. Your journey continues, does it not? We wish you good fortune on your travels, wheresoe'er they may take you. Yet, ere we part ways, we would make another request of you. It regards Lord Phasus. Though we have implored the man to join the evacuation, he has staunchly refused to leave this land behind. We thought that he might be more inclined to heed your words, as our own have fallen on deaf ears. Would you be willing to call on him in our stead? Of course, you are free to decline if our proposal is an unwelcome one.
Pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time is upon us. I would see you prepared for the road ahead.
Indeed. Forgive us, but we must take our leave. Farewell.
Bagbatal and the rest down are now safely evacuated. I'm certain we can rely upon Sir Manila to keep the peace.
A resounding success!
feels eerie.
I pose we scour this place anew. Who knows what we might find?
Quite right. No sense doing things by halves.
There's no way out of this. Would that I knew more. This world's
Our research should save the world entire.
Nay, some link must persist twixt this mayhem and my research. Why do you insist on Does my lifelong work hold no meaning any longer? Long have I rewhelmed. I thought as much. Rewhelmed. As it should be. Rewhelmed.
What?
Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see.
I must earn.
Anyone did.
Now,
Places such as this.
I'm not risking my life for a pittance.
I've got to focus. My shift's only just begun.
I can see myself.
Press on. There's much needs doing.
When does my watch? Let's take it easy today.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Salma Arenfen. Alecano Nandarin.
Edela Eldalia Nunwe Elone.
Nambawi, this Winnerman.
Intal Ne Nalanpa?
Herminra. Heruarminta.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. hard. I doubt ice will be of any use against it.
I'll incant the same spell and will overwhelm our foe without applying magic.
You have my protection. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. As a matter of fact, have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen?
Saved again! I'll redeem myself yet.
Fire, fire! You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a minute.
A few more victories like that, and we'll have them running for the hills.
Outstanding.
Thank you, friend. I dread to think what might have become of me had you not happened along when you did. This place does not have long left, I fear. We ought to get to safety, though I have to wonder if anywhere is safe now. I'd gladly accompany you, believe me. But the others here? Well, suffice to say, they won't be able to join us. Follow me. You'll see what I mean.
Well met, sir. How's
A door of sturdy make. 'Twill be impossible without the key.
Be on the lookout for a light.
'Tis a jail of sorts, this place. A compound where we set captured pawns to work. They were supposed to be digging up old ruins or some such. I confess, I don't know all of the ins and outs of the operation. Underlings like myself were given orders, and little else, you see. Well, here you have it. They've been like this for a month straight now. They refuse to leave. You might as well try talking to a wall. I know they don't die like we do, but it seems cruel to abandon them here, all the same. I never wanted to be here, you know, taking part in all of this. The enslavement of pawns doesn't sit well with me. I suppose that's why I can't bring myself to leave them behind. Either that, or the current state of the world helps to put things in perspective. At any rate, I've tried everything I can think of to get them out, but naught's done any good. I'm at rather a loss.
The command came a month ago or more. We are to remain here, and so we remain.
I implore you, Arisen. Take me with you.
So they're staying here because they were ordered to remain. And they told you that, did they? Strange. I couldn't get a word out of them. I wonder why they saw fit to speak with you. But never mind that. More importantly, you've given me an inkling of the problem at hand. 'Twas the Overseer's doing, methinks. When the world changed, that craven up and ran for his life. But on his way out, he used that artifact they call the God's Way to command the pawns to protect him. I expect that order of his is what the pawns were referring to. But why would they continue to obey when the man is long gone? Unless... Listen, friend. I've a thought. What say you have a look around and see what you can turn up? If the Overseer's command is indeed still in effect, it could be that he is lurking somewhere not far from here. Use that key to have a look around. It should open any doors you come across. Best keep your eyes peeled for the Overseer as well. I have a feeling he's still lurking about here somewhere.
Pray, spirit me from this danger! I am sorry.
I cannot begin to fathom what will become of the world after this.
Pray, spirit me from this danger. I am sorry.
This looks as if it will take us someplace further afield. How we use it is at our discretion. I dare say there'd be no harm in using this.
Why, peruse at your leisure, sir. Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
So the pawns were being held here by the power of this god sway. Now they ought be free to make good their escape.
Not a bad idea.
Why, peruse at your leisure, sir.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
So, there was naught left of the Overseer but bones. I'll wager he thought to take the pawns with him to the grave. He always was a spiteful old goat. At any rate, I'm well grateful for your aid, friend. Now that the pawns are on their feet, methinks I can get them to safety. I only hope they'll heed my words as they have yours. But I'm not worried. I'll find a way to reach them in time, no doubt. My word! Isn't this the Godsway? With this, I'll be able to guide the pawns to the refuge without delay. Now there's no chance of any of them being left behind. Seems I've no end of things to thank you for, my friend. I appreciate all you've done here. I'll get the pawns to safety, don't you worry.
It is strange to think a Godsway would be used to guide my brethren to safety. After all the woe they have caused us.
A resounding success! Ingredients are plentiful hereabout.
No harm in picking a few. It is a mechanism for hauling freight, and it looks as if it could bear a significant load.
Shall we hop on? We needn't let our feet do all the work.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
This ox cart's seen better days.
Wrought by the hands of brigands. Or the claws of monsters.
No room for carelessness.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry. There is aught I would ask of you. That is a pity. I ought review the state of affairs in Tsar.
Monelintar? Nando in fa lalastar ala caminimor.
Since times of old, remember. 'Twould seem that all that's left to me is to offer up a prayer for your success. Then go. Since times of old, remember. Then I bid ye farewell. Got any tales to...
A peculiar sensation filled me during my time with Lord Phasus. Though I was unconscious, I could always sense your presence, Arisen.
No word or deed can e'er truly repay the debt we owe you. You have earned our undying gratitude, my friend.
If I'm right in thinking you've a mind to put an end to all of this, then ye'd best get to it. Don't let me keep ye.
How's life treating?
I've got to focus. The shift's only just begun.
But not at the expense of my duties.
The townspeople depend on me.
They've been told that
we get
voice that calls to you.
We too once bore the mantle of Arisen, though no longer. As we walked our respective paths, each of us lost the incomparable strength of will that made us Arisen. One in despair of the dragon's boundless might, one in pursuit of vengeance's cold comfort, and one for fear of what fate held in store. Yet you bear it still, Arisen One. Hold fast to your strength of will, for it shall doubtless lend you the strength you will need to spare this world its end.
If anyone can get to the bottom of what's contorted our world, 'tis you. I only pray you make it in time.
I hope my subordinates are attending to their duties.
This place is too comfortable. Wonder what rumors they have.
What to make of this?
Well, boy, cuz. How's life treating?
Living's hard.
Ah, hello. You're always welcome here.
I've got to focus. The shift's only just begun.
Go on, have a look. Many thanks.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Always a fresh breeze blowing around.
Hello again.
Suppose I could enjoy some idle chit-chat?
Coming here seems to have set Trisha's mind at ease.
Magic is a gift to be shared. Even Father couldn't deny that.
By my reckoning, this place will fall ere long. I trust you are in good...
It can't hurt to improve, and I want to help.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Living's hard. Dreams are free, they say.
Bones grow weary.
Lots to do. How precious.
I need to replenish my stock. Mayhap I really would have been better off.
Now, this is a place to forget one's troubles.
I spend my days in quiet reflection.
Whatever's to be done.
Gotta be somewhere to make some quick call. I think we'll soon on the basics. Power, strength, facts.
Some patrons.
"'Tis frightful cramped here. Perhaps we'd best move along before trouble finds us."
Let us proceed with caution. Eyes peeled, ears pricked.
The coming destruction can only truly be forestalled.
What brings you here?
Stories is one of life's great.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Bones.
I'm in a predicament.
My pile of...
It is not as if these walls will be our salvation. You came to see me.
Have I caught your eye? By all means, seek me out.
While you're here, spare a... Artehar, lis manasvana. Fiona elwe arfarne. Eteler, le... Menelume surk. Artehar, lis manasvana.
This place feels secure. We might claim sanctuary here for a while yet.
Isilrod Fanun Galayan Lom. Nelis Kaliel.
Nandewin morteren ekialis. Palan malanthar salma.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
You're always welcome here.
What ought I to do? I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
Shall do my very best.
No hurry to leave. Boy, cuz. How's life treating you?
Everyone's as tired as I am.
I'm about ready to fall asleep.
Greetings.
Would you care to talk a moment? I am glad, Your Majesty. You'll make a fine man someday. What to do?
Nod off where I stand. Where might you be headed today?
Have a look.
Whoever's my replacement for a
I pity those content to live in idleness. The sooner my duties are concluded.
I pray no louting.
You've
been training hard. I can tell.
Good day, sir. How
I'll take anything else, not think on my...
Get off! Shout if you will!
Hello, you.
I could do with a long soak in the tub.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Consarne.
Still waiting on that report.
I've been pretty kind. I'll gladly stay a while.
Always feels so fine.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Lots to do.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
No shame in that. Hell of an only setting in anyone's way.
I'll gladly stay a while.
No hurry to leave. I pity those who content to live in idleness.
Now, mayhap you'll think twice of...
I best make myself scarce.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
I'll wander about, see what's doing.
Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there. As a matter of fact, every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
You've given me much to think about.
shattered when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Bolting off, and our foe shall soon be vanquished.
Fight on! It is our turn power!
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, look how many women we count among our number.
And yet, no two of us are the same. Stout undead, arisen.
We'll want to use fire against this foe.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
Not even Vernworth is safe from the full of destruction. Now we face a foe no less ruthless.
True, but take heart. For even if all the world should the Arisen shall not fall.
Let my magic grant you an elemental ring. The Arisen has been torched! Quick! Down the face! Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. creature is gone. Let us revel in the knowledge that this region has escaped its destruction.
A treasure chest! I can hardly wait to open it.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded. 'Tis no small wonder that Oxguards have ceased operation, given the state of things.
A shame, but the roads have grown ever more perilous of late. Oh, that took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
The Arbor has long possessed this. It's saddened to see it defiled by nature. Nimbly by clinging to the terrain. Try to keep holding your gaze until it
If we can get it close enough that we can come to a standstill, we might just be able to climb upon it. Victory is at hand. Go, Peter. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Now! There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. A ballista is a ranged weapon.
'Tis a glad thing.
'Tis a hobgoblin!
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside. Let that attack seem well. You want me to hold on to it? Of course, Master. I shan't let it out of my... sight. We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Dead on my
Well met. We pawns cannot set foot in Batal without feeling the people's contempt for us.
Let no hardship keep us from our charge. We go with the Arisen wheresoever that journey may take us.
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste to the land. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Melv. Yet aught here appears to be different. Has our ruin been forestalled, or merely postponed? I must examine that creature. May well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
The path through this rock has been sealed to us. There's naught for it but to search for an Many parts are close to us. The planet of dragons is set, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction! I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
Cut one monster down and two more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective.
I ill like our prospects.
Nay, some link must persist twixt this mayhem and my research. I shall not concede.
lost your nerve, have you?
Let my magics grant you an elemental. I shan't.
Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
There are too many of them.
It seems this is the only way forward. Up we go. Why do you falter? Come this way. A fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us. Naught can be achieved without sacrifice. Principles unproven are as dust on the wind. The beast's fell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh.
How do you like that?
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
Naught can be achieved without sacrifice.
Cut one monster down and two more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective.
I ill like our prospects.
There it is! The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
should be glad to talk a moment.
Why did you destroy it? The secrets we might have learned. Never mind. You've your charge, 'tis true, and the fiends appear to be falling back. But I trust you won't object if I take a sample of its remains. After all, your role is to save this world, and mine is to pursue its secrets. Though this land has seemingly been spared its destruction, there is no guarantee of safety. The oceans yet cloud the skies, and monsters swarm in ever greater numbers. As 'twill be difficult to continue my research under such conditions, I have decided to evacuate. I only hope that this sanctuary of yours will prove more conducive to my work. Does my lifelong work hold no...
I see you do not relent. Your persistence is most intriguing. What is it that impels you, I wonder? Alas, would that the world had not come to this. For I am certain that your tale would have been a glorious one. Yet, 'twas not to be. You need only cast your gaze upward to glimpse the futility of your defiance.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
So stiff after
All my troubles clean away this place.
What am I supposed to do?
Looking for aught in particular?
My legs are staying numb from the scout town. When does my watch end?
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
All that fuss, and nearly a coin to show for it.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Since times of remember. It would seem that all that's left to me is to offer then go. Since times of remember. Then I bid ye farewell.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
First impressions count for much. Hope to see you again.
There is naught more you can achieve here, Arisen. The time for resistance is long past.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to play. Hope to see you again. Old stocks and armor.
projecting onto it a role, a duty, an identity. I speak of the dragon. By the great will does the dragon create a cycle, allowing it to forestall the end of this world time and time again. Yes, Arisen. This world has been safeguarded by the dragon. You yourself were chosen to form a part of this cycle. The Arisen is selected by the Great Will to play the role of the dragon's counterpart. That is how this world is built. The dragon serves to continue the cycle, and the Arisen exists to perfect. This is the true meaning of the dragon's dogma. Once, everyone in this world had a role to play. For a well-crafted tale has no excess. There must be a reason for each character's inclusion. Yet, this means that should even one of these characters stray from their assigned role, the tale entire will unravel. And if it does, their world will end. Such is the choice you have made, Arisen. By rejecting your own duty in this world, you have robbed all others of the chance to fulfill the roles they have assigned. Pawns are no exception. All of the nothingness of pawns are no exception. Born in the nothingness of oblivion, they were granted the role of aiding in the perpetuation of the cycle. Yet, bereft of the dragon, that role has been unwritten. Only nothingness awaits them now. And there is surely no fate more pitiful than to be possessed by the wholeness of oblivion, only to become one with oblivion itself.
Oh, Master! Such joy I feel! You have given me a gift beyond measure. A fledgling will that burns within my breast. Yet for your sake, I would fain relinquish all I have. All that I am. Master!
world's end has been unwritten. My heart, it aches. A new world comes. A new tale is set to unfold. Yet, it seems I will not be there to watch it.
Boots on an endless virgin white canvas. I come to my senses on a cold new morning. Open my eyes on the world, all without hope, without pain. I'm alone in a world full of turmoil and strife, but I'm alive, and I know I'll survive. I will make it. A stage set for greatness, with no audience to witness the cast take their place. Raise the curtain and let the drama unfold. All told, we'll be glad that we got to play. Open my eyes, take a step on the road that will lead me into the dawn. I don't know where it will take me to, but I know I'm alive, and I will make my way. Made my choice, I find